Greetings, viewers! Get ready to embark on captivating journey with impact as we bring you the Field Study 2 e-vlog extravaganza. As a group committed to making a difference, we are thrilled to share our exploration where curiosity meets action. Throughout this series, you can expect to witness the synergy of diverse perspective and skill, all working toward a common goal, making a significant impact. Join us as we navigate through the intricate landscape of our chosen field, uncovering hidden gems of knowledge and engaging in thought-provoking discussions. Expect a blend and academic rigor, hands-on experience, and a unique flavor that only impact can bring to the table. Our journey is not just about observation, it's about participation, collaboration, and leaving a lasting mark. So buckle up and stay tuned for a roller coaster of learning, laughter, and most importantly, the powerful impact we aim to create. Together, let's turn this field study into a memorable adventure. Ready, set, impact!
Writing an action research plan. Classroom-based action research is a systematic collection of data aimed at explaining specific social changes. It has a characteristic that innovates the teacher's view, allowing them to improve their professional practice and understand the teaching and learning process better. Therefore, it serves as an investigation into what happens inside the classroom. What are the challenges and issues that the teachers and learners face, and formulate systematic measures that address and solve the problem.
Classroom-based action research also functions as a problem-solving in-service training, introducing innovative ideas, enhancing interaction between instructors and researchers, and offering a preferred method of problem-solving in the classroom. Thus, it emphasizes the importance of addressing specific instances and improving overall teaching and learning processes.
We, the pre-service teachers or practitioners, dive into an investigatory classroom-based action research project concerning the educational process of the teachers and students. Here, we propose an action research that is based on our observation about the challenges or issues in the learning process of the students inside the classroom.
In addition to that, we systematically and attentively analyze the subject matter of the problem of the action research. Thus, infer reliable information and finding based on the observations, questionnaires, interviews, journals, and will be the studies of the foundations of classroom-based action research.
These activities serve as a practical immersion into the treatise of fostering conductive learning environments by creating a classroom learning management plan. It underscores the importance of collaborative design and informing strategies, empowering individuals to contribute meaningfully to structured, inclusive, and effective educational spaces.
Field Study 2 Worksheet 2 is entitled Making a Learning Environment Safe and Conducive. In providing an effective and quality teaching and learning process, the learning environment plays a crucial factor. Creating a safe and conducive learning environment significantly impacts students' learning process. Thus, the activity attached to this worksheet are tailored using the competencies under the Philippine Professional Standards for Teacher or PPST Domain 2 Learning Environment. It highlights the roles of teachers to provide learning environments that are safe, secure, fair, and supportive in order to promote learner responsibility and achievement.
On this worksheet, the field study students were expected to achieve the following intended learning outcomes. First is to identify practical and feasible classroom routines and procedures in learning. Second is to evaluate appropriate educational intervention in creating safe and conducive learning. And lastly, to acquire higher concept of learning strategies and establishing own procedures.
In connection with that, we, the field study students, were exposed to activities that immerse us in different methods and strategies for managing the classroom and making it relevant to all learners. An interview with secondary teachers was conducted regarding how they manage their classrooms, make their lessons relevant to all, and engage the students in all the learning activities. Consequently, field study students learn how a typical classroom is structured. Moreover, we created a set of rules and regulations that will make our learning environment safe and conducive, since these are crucial to promote essential learnings. Finally, as a pre-service teachers, we reflected on how to make the environment safe and conducive because the learning environment has a powerful influence on the learning process of the learners.
In conclusion, this worksheet helped the pre-service teachers to understand that high-quality education involves more than just the curriculum. There are other factors to consider, such as the learning environment. We came to realize that in order to guarantee effective learning experiences, learners should feel supported, accepted, involved, and secured in their learning environment. Worksheet 2, Making a Learning Environment Safe and Conducive, taught us that as future educators, it is our responsibility to create such learning environment for our learners, in which their physical, social, and psychological well-being are all highly valued.
Activity number 3, focusing on creating my classroom learning management plan. This activity focuses on the creation of classroom learning management plan, or the CLMP, recognizing that modern education necessitates structured learning environments. This activity aims to enhance understanding by describing classroom learning management plan components, highlighting their importance, identifying best practices for crafting an effective plan, and fostering behavioral, social, and academic success within a structured, inclusive, and conducive learning environment. The initial phase involves interviewing teachers to gather insight into varied techniques and strategies suitable for different situations and categories. Subsequently, participants collaboratively design a classroom that embodies an effective learning environment, considering not only the physical layout but also the overall atmosphere. Lastly, the activities culminates in compiling evidences and documents from the entire process. These activities serve as a practical immersion into the details of fostering conducive learning environments through the creation of a classroom learning management plan. It underscores the importance of collaborative design and informed strategies, empowering individuals to contribute meaningfully to structured, inclusive, and effective educational spaces.
A lesson plan is an essential element of an effective teaching process. It serves as the backbone of both the teaching and learning developments inside the classroom. Hence, it should be explicit, well-structured, and organized. It provides clear learning objectives for the students, allowing them to identify the goals and steps they need to take during the class. It also provides a framework for organizing content, activities, and resources. Moreover, it helps teachers manage time effectively and monitor the progress of discussions and activities. It allows them to distribute suitable amounts of time to each activity, ensuring that the lesson stays on track and meets its objectives within the allocated time.
As a pre-service teachers, it is fundamental to learn how to create and appropriately utilize a lesson plan. In connection therewith, Worksheet 4, writing my first lesson plan provided a huge assistance in doing so. The activities attached to this worksheet are tailored using the competencies under the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers or PPST Domain 1, Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy. It recognized the importance of teachers' mastery of content, knowledge, and its interconnectedness within the cross-curriculum areas.
It is composed of different activities that began with observing different types of lesson plans. It serves as a basis for us to know the different functions of each. We were also able to identify the different functions of each type, providing a wider and deeper understanding of creating a lesson plan. Additionally, we borrowed lesson plan exemplars from our respective specializations. Then, we examined and described how each part was written. Using the knowledge we gathered from the previous activities, we were finally able to create our own lesson plan and table of specifications for a 15-minute quiz. We identified the easiest part to create in the lesson plan as well as the most difficult. Each part is crucial, so it is necessary to pay attention to every detail. Writing a lesson plans is challenging, from the objectives to additional activities, but with the help of the information provided to us from Field Study 2, especially from this worksheet, we successfully accomplished it. These activities truly contributed to our knowledge and growth as a future educators.
Implementing the lesson is part of bringing the vision of planning to reality. All of the activities and even a single action that must come into reality that was written in the lesson plan, solely containing the symbols and characters of the whole part of the lesson proper, were allowed to be experienced by our learners.
Additionally, this part will enable our learners to be equipped with competence as they explore and develop the lesson. Furthermore, the selection and utilization of different teaching aids must also be a great consideration to be more realistic in delivering the lesson. Lastly, the appropriateness of these instructional materials should manifest in how we can stimulate knowledge among learners.
In this activity, we centered on the delivery of the lesson plans, the execution of the chosen materials, digital and non-digital teaching aids, and utilizing them through meaningful collaboration among the students during the teaching and learning process. At the end, we, the FSU students, achieved the following outcomes from this activity, such as determine the appropriateness of teaching aids to teaching and learning. We can also identify the use and importance of various digital and non-digital teaching aids, and promote the active participation of learners and teachers using various digital and non-digital aids.
Realizing the virtual impact of teaching aids, determining what's the best fits the level of each student, and modifying and making it appropriate to learning. Moreover, in today's time, technology is also prevalent, so it also focuses on planning the entire setting in a virtual classroom, looking into strategies that the pre-service must implement in the future and taking into consideration the application that can be utilized in beginning the mode of learning online.
Teachers in the K-12 Basic Education Program uses electronic class record in Excel format to facilitate high level of accuracy in the computation of learners' grade. They also use standards and competency-based grading system. When we say grading system, it includes letter grades, percentages, and even simple pass or failure. Grades can be attached to physical activities like writing assignments, projects, reports, and tests. In DepEd, all grades are based on the weighted gross scores of the learners. Summative assessments can be classified into three components, namely written works, performance tasks, and quarterly assessments. When we say written works, students are able to express skills in written form, such as essays, quizzes, and written reports and other written outputs. Through this, learners are able to practice and prepare to quarterly assessments and other standardized assessments. While the performance task, this includes oral work, skills demonstration, and multimedia presentations. And the quarterly assessments, it measures students' learning at the end of the lesson. These three will be the basis for grading. This activity, FS students are given the chance to examine and accomplish different forms, compute quarterly grade and final grades, and accomplish A-class records that align with their specialization. This type of assessment, teachers can track and monitor learners' progress, measures learners' abilities and learning potentials. Using this method, teachers are able to describe how well the students have learned, and these are reflected in their class record.